Hello and welcome back to the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar Simulation. My name is John. This is my Football Manager channel. I always say that, and I don't know what to say. But remember to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Football Manager content. And today, we have Uruguay versus England. Their feature matchup in Group D. It's the final match day, and this game will decide who qualifies in Group D. Right now, we have Mexico leading with 4 points, England on 3 points, Uruguay with 2 points, and Egypt on 1 point. So Egypt's still in with a shout here. I mean, maybe not. I'm not sure. It'll take a miracle for Egypt to qualify, but England and Uruguay is the biggest game in the group for sure today. That will decide second place over Mexico, most likely. So Mexico faces Egypt in the other matchup. Also, Group C today, South Korea versus Poland and Sweden versus Argentina. Argentina leading the group with 4 points. Sweden and South Korea both on 3 points. So big games all around today in Group C. So it should be very interesting matchups. So first off, we've got a couple early kickoffs. So we'll see these results first, and then we will get into Uruguay versus England. Let's check out the results. All right, first matchup of the day, South Korea versus Poland ends in a 1-1 draw in Group C at the Lusail Iconic Stadium in Lusail. So Ji Dong-won with the goal for South Korea and David Kaunaki with the goal for Poland. That's a tricky one to pronounce, but so I'm not sure just off the top of my head. Both of these guys were in. Was Poland on 1 point? They may have been. So that puts South Korea on 4 points. So they're into second place right now, tied with Argentina, I believe. So let's check out the goals. 77th minute, free kick from Poland, drifted to the far post. They take the lead on 77 minutes, and then 93 minutes, right at the death. Poland were looking like they were going to win, but South Korea gets the ball into the box, and G makes no mistake at the near post. 1-1 draw at the death for South Korea. They survive just barely, and Ji Dong-won gets man of the match for that performance. So let's see if they qualify for the next round. In the other matchup in Group C, 1-0 victory for Sweden over Argentina. Emil Forsberg with the goal on 41 minutes. Lionel Messi misses a penalty, but Argentina had 4 points going into this game. Sweden had 3, so Sweden takes top spot in the group, and I believe Argentina's goal difference is going to put them through over South Korea, but we will check that after we watch the goals right now. Free kick here from Sweden, crossed in the box. Bejmo to Quezon to Forsberg, dribbles it in. 40th minute, 1-0, and that is the victory right there for Sweden. Helander with man of the match, Philip Helander. Messi started in this one, didn't have a great performance. And let's check out the group standings. So here we are. Here's your qualifiers to the round of 16. Sweden are top on 6 points. Argentina go through on goal difference over South Korea. 1 goal to -1 goal. So close, those margins right there. But they actually get through, the Argentines. So they will be there in the round of 16 in Group C, and it's sealed. All right. We are ready for Uruguay versus England and Mexico versus Egypt afterwards. So let's get into the match. Here are your starting lineups for Uruguay. Maxi Gomez up top with Di Arrascaeta on the left-hand side, Nicolas de la Cruz in the middle, and Nico Lopez on the right. 2 midfielders, Rodrigo Bentancur and Lucas Torreira. In defense, Diego Laxalt, Jose Jimenez, Sebastian Coates, and Bruno Mendes. In goal for the Uruguayans, Martin Campagna. And for England, we have Harry Kane up top with Marcus Rashford on the left, Jadon Sancho on the right, Phil Foden and Harry Winks with Declan Rice behind them in the midfield, Ben Chilwell, Fikayo Tomori, Joe Gomez, and Trent Alexander-Arnold in defense with Jordan Pickford in net. Should be very interesting, nervy matchup. We're at the Salal Stadium in Salal Mohammed It's 21 degrees Celsius. Let's kick off the first half. Lots of Uruguayan fans in the stands there. And we kick off. Foden with a pass out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Sancho links up with him. Streaking down the right. He cuts it back to Harry Winks. Going across to Phil Foden again. Switches to the other side. Marcus Rashford heads it to Kane, who tries a shot, but it's blocked. And Uruguay counter. Ooh, there was a foul here. Is that an offside? It's an offside. Torreira with the ball out right side to Nico Lopez. Back to Torreira again. Switches to the other side, the left. Arrascaeta goes back to Laxalt. Laxalt taking on the defender. Arrascaeta, can he get a shot? Gomez tries a shot, but it's blocked. Good defending. Phil Foden clears the area, and Marcus Rashford counters. Ball in the area again from Uruguay, but collected by Pickford. And he is going to clear it out for the English here. Taking his time. No pressure from him, really. Boots it far up the pitch to Harry Kane. Harry Kane's right on it. Right to Marcus Rashford. He's going to try a shot here, and it's saved by Campagna. And a corner kick for England. On the corner. Who is it? Harry Winks on the corner. Whips it into the area. Harry Kane is there, but it's cleared by Uruguay. Marcus Rashford collects, and it's tackled out for a throw. Throw in England. Alexander-Arnold into Sancho. Back to Alexander-Arnold now. Crosses into the box. Cleared by the defender, Sebastian Coates. Harry Winks collects. Declan Rice and Phil Foden link up. Marcus Rashford. All the way to Harry Winks. Nice pass to Rashford. Tight angle, though. Kane is there as well, but that's blocked. Good defending so far from Uruguay. England seem to be threatening early here. Throw in here for Alexander-Arnold deep in the Uruguayan half. Harry Winks now. And Alexander-Arnold with the cross. Coates with the clearance. Jimenez is there too, and the goalkeeper finally clears the ball. Tamori intercepts and passes to Ben Chilwell down the left-hand side. He crosses into the area again. Arrascaeta clears, and the English get the possession back. Harry Winks with the ball forward, just booting it back and forth and just giving each other possession at the moment. It seems strange, but you kind of want to see some more precise passing from both teams. But Phil Foden driving forward into Sancho, but that goes wide. Free kick for England. Marcus Rashford tries a shot, and that is well wide of the goal. Harry Winks sprays it out to the right-hand side to Jadon Sancho, darting into the area, puts a cross in. Rashford heads it down. Winks tries a shot. That's blocked. Kane is there, though, and it's 1-0 England. But is he offside? He might be offside. He blows the whistle. VAR intervenes, and the goal is offside. No goal for Harry Kane here. He's just barely offside. Maybe part of his leg was trailing. He was walking the opposite direction. Strange. Corner kick for England now. Phil Foden on the corner. Puts it in the area, and Gomez heads it well over the bar. Probably should have done better with that chance. And it's halftime. Uruguay 0, England 0. 11-0 in shots for England. 52% possession. Good performance for England in the first half, and Uruguay defended really well. But nothing much going forward for the Uruguayans. Maybe they're going to try to park the bus for the whole game. We'll see what happens. So let's get into the second half. Arezzo coming forward for Uruguay now. Ooh, he's fouled just on the edge of the area by Ben Chilwell. This is a free kick in a dangerous position for Uruguay. Arrascaeta crosses into the area. Phil Foden clears. Harry Kane gets it, and they counter. Ooh, Sancho intercepts a goal kick here. And England threatening again. Jadon Sancho beats the defender, puts a cross into the area. Marcus Rashford is there, but he heads it well over the bar. Wan-Bissaka now is on for Marcus Rashford for England. Throw in here. Chilwell to Winks. Good ball forward for Jadon Sancho here from Ben Chilwell. He cuts it back to Harry Winks, who crosses into the area. Harry Kane is there, but it's straight into the hands of Campagna. Diego Godin on for Diego Laxalt now for Uruguay as well. Another defensive player. I guess Laxalt picked up a knock. But Campagna bringing it out slowly for the Uruguayans. Passes forward to Arrascaeta. Loses out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, though. And he passes to Gomez. And now moving forward, England. Phil Foden with a long pass forward to Harry Kane. He's in a bit of space. He's got to cut back or do something. And he does not, but it falls to Wan-Bissaka. Winks to Foden. Into Wan-Bissaka again. Rice. Alexander-Arnold dribbling forward, crosses. Ooh, clearance by Mendes. Wan-Bissaka is there for a shot, but that's blocked. And Arezzo is countering for Uruguay now. Into the English half. Slowly keeping possession, but he loses it. Throw into England. Phil Foden. Harry Winks in the midfield. Tries a through ball, but doesn't work. Joe Gomez intercepts a clearance. Oh, Wan-Bissaka puts it through for Harry Kane, who finishes. And it's 1-0 on 72 minutes. Harry Kane gives England the lead with an assist from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball forward, I think, here. Intercepted by Joe Gomez. Falls to Phil Foden, and Harry Winks with a nice ball to Wan-Bissaka, who just heads it on to Kane, and he is Johnny on the spot. Finishes at the near post. Clinical. And it's 1-0 England. Federico Valverde on for Bruno Mendes here for the Uruguayans. And Tuanzebe on for the English. Alexander-Arnold with the free kick, and that's just over the bar. Ben Chilwell is subbed, and Dele Alli is also on for England. Nicolas de la Cruz with a yellow card. 6 minutes to go. We're just near the end of the game, and Phil Foden is countering for England. Harry Winks. England still pushing forward, try to get another goal to seal this victory. Dele Alli tries a cross, but that's blocked. De la Cruz and Torreira and Godin link up to try to break out of their own half here. Lucas Torreira back to Godin. Struggling a little bit to clear their lines, but back to the keeper who settles it down a bit, Campagna. Ball forward to Jimenez. Valverde to Jimenez, but he loses out to Wan-Bissaka. Dele on the counter. Dele Alli driving forward, cuts it back to Tuanzebe, tries a shot, 2 shots, and that is over the bar for a goal kick. Campagna with the clearance again. Uruguay must be fighting for their lives at this point. They're not really threatening the English goal, though. Harry Kane on the ball. Harry Winks. Back to Declan Rice. Out to Tuanzebe. Dele Alli. Back to Harry Winks. England possessing very well. It's kind of what they need to do to see this game out, is just hold on to the ball and not give it to Uruguay. Winks to Dele Alli. Dribbling inside. He beats one man. He shoots, but it's a weak shot, and Campagna collects that. Harry Winks with the ball forward again to Harry Kane. Harry Winks one more time. Back to Tuanzebe. Ball forward to Dele Alli. Down the wing on the left. Crosses, but it's blocked by Diego Godin. And that is a corner for England with 3 minutes to go. On the corner is Phil Foden. Going to try to put it on someone's head here. Will he actually do it? He is wasting lots of time. Crosses into the area, but that's cleared. Kane tries a shot from outside the area, but it goes well over the bar. Thrown for Uruguay. Last chance for them, it looks like. Sebastian Coates to Jimenez. Coates goes all the way back to the keeper. It's not the way they want to go, and that is the final whistle. 1-0 victory for England, so England qualify for the round of 16. Goal from Harry Kane on 73 minutes, and the man of the match is Harry Winks, who did have a good performance. I just saw him ticking over in the midfield for the whole game. Worst player, probably Nico Lopez. 2 mistakes for him and a 6.4, but they defended fairly well, the Uruguayans, but really didn't threaten going forward at all. So let's check out the other result. All right, Mexico versus Egypt. 3-0 victory for the Mexicans. So the Mexico seals top spot in Group D, the Education City Stadium in Al Rayyan. Goals for Mexico: Jose Juan Macias on 8 minutes, Raul Jimenez on 69 minutes, and Eric Gutierrez on 72 minutes. Nothing for the Egyptians at all, really, throughout the tournament. I'm not sure if they even scored a goal. We'll see, though, I guess, in the standings. So let's check out the goals. Sanchez driving forward with Herrera. Ball out to the right for Sanchez, who crosses into the area, and Macias heads it into the corner for the 1-0 lead on 7 minutes, 68 minutes now. Macias on the left-hand side cuts it back to Angulo, crosses into the area to Raul Jimenez, and he makes no mistake at the near post. 2-0, and on 70 minutes. 2 minutes later, Alvarado on the ball just outside the area, passes off to Gutierrez, who shoots. Easy peasy, 3-0 Mexico, and that's how it finishes. Man of the match was Eric Gutierrez, and Mexico seal top spot in Group D. All right, final standings in Group D. Mexico on top with 7 points, and 5-goal difference, 6 goals for, 1 against. England in second on 6 points with 9 goals for and 3 against. And Uruguay and Egypt round out the group. Uruguay just miss out, really. They could have done a little bit better, but not enough firepower for them. Egypt were just outclassed. So they leave the tournament, and Mexico and England qualify for the round of 16. All right, tomorrow we have Group E and Group F, and we are going to go to Croatia versus Spain in Group E. Also tomorrow, Morocco versus Jamaica, France versus Canada, and Peru versus Italy. Let's just take a quick look at the standings here. Yeah, Group E is pretty much wrapped up. Spain and Croatia fighting for first place in that group for better seeding into the round of 16. And France and Italy are just leading the group, both tied on points. France with a better goal difference. Peru still in with a shout. Canada is eliminated. So Peru has a chance against Italy to spoil Italy's day. Can they do it? We'll find out tomorrow. So thank you again for watching. This is the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar Simulation. My name is John. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.